what I really enjoy most is the camaraderie I have with some of the great people that I've met and the families. I've done probably 95% of the work on this car myself. That's super gratifying to me, and it gives me a hobby that I really enjoy. My name's Bryan, and this is my 1970 Chevrolet Monte Carlo. This is my third year with it. I bought it from the original owner. It was actually on consignment with Wayne Carini, who does the TV show Chasing Classic Cars in Connecticut. And actually, I thought the car was beautiful, but I was looking for an air-conditioned car, and this car originally didn't have air conditioning. So I actually passed on it at first. And then I circled back and looked at it some more and ended up talking with F40 Motorsports, which Wayne owns, and ultimately ended up talking with the original owner, found out the history of the car, and we agreed on a price, and I bought the car. They had done a frame-off restoration from 2009 to 2015. Took them 6 years. I've got all the photos of before and after. It's a pretty spectacular build. And they put it back to mostly original. They did a beautiful job on the body and the undercarriage. And it's the original engine. It's a numbers matching car, original transmission. The engine, although original, had been dressed up with a lot of chrome bits, air cleaner, valve covers, water pump, alternator. All the accessories were chrome, and it looked nice, but it wasn't me. And I felt, since the car was a numbers matching original car, I wanted to keep it that way. So I spent a lot of time putting it back into its original state. I did a lot of other things. The first thing I did was restore the dash. The interior was mostly done. It's in the original color called sandalwood. This car actually came with cloth interior, and they made it vinyl, which I'm kind of happy about. But the dashboard was kind of beat up. A lot of the gauges didn't work and didn't look very good. So that was the first thing I did. I pulled the dash out, gutted it completely, restored it, and got all the radio works, the clock works, the gas gauge works, everything works now. That was the first thing I did. Then the second thing was that when they rebuilt all the suspension components, they put urethane bushings, and the car rode like a tank. So I put it all back to rubber. This is just all my preference. This is, no knock on what they did. That's the great thing about building cars, is that you get to do it the way you want. But I felt like the car deserved to be in original condition. So I put it all back to rubber bushings and made it ride a lot better. Did not have the right differential in it, so I put that back to original, and also put a reproduction exhaust from manifolds back. One of the most gratifying parts of having a car like this and going to car shows is the hard work is recognized. This car gets a lot of attention, and I'm very grateful that it's won a lot of awards. I don't do it for the awards. I do it for the camaraderie, and I really enjoy working on the car myself. Other than the paint and body work, I've done probably 95% of the work on this car myself. I went to my first national show in Dayton earlier this year and won first place in the gold class for the Monte Carlo Nationals. And that was probably the thing that I'm most proud of, to be surrounded by my peers and be recognized for the hard work that I put on the car. So growing up, these are the cars of my era. I could never afford one when I was young, but one of my best friends had a 70 Monte Carlo, and I always wanted one. And as I got older and you get to a place in your life where you can afford such things, and I finally decided that I was going to have one. So I had a different one that I sold before I got this one. And I'm so glad I got this one, because knowing the history of it and being able to preserve it as original as possible has really been a passion for me, and I really enjoy it.